Hey guys, this is Sean Hill, the LinkedIn coach, and I help direct sales professionals and network marketers generate a ton of leads without bothering their friends and family. And one of the projects that I'm working on right now is helping direct sales professionals and network marketers leave corporate America or leave their job and pursue their passion. And so if you want to be part of that, I'm going to be doing a challenge next week. That's right. I'm going to be doing a challenge next week from starts April 26th. All you have to do is go to www.leaveitandloveit.com and join our private Facebook group. I'm gonna be doing this with a good friend of mine, Miss Cecilia Faye Morris, who's been successfully unemployed, as she says, for over 3 years. So you'll have a veteran, and guess what? You're gonna have somebody brand new because last Friday was my last day at AT&T. That's right. After 15 years of working for corporate America, at least one of the giants, I finally retired and was able to do my LinkedIn, my social media coaching full time. That's my passion. That's my purpose. And that's what I want to share with you. Well, how was I able to do that? I want to give you 5 tips that I use to be able to reach that goal. And now I'm happier than ever. Tip number one, the first thing you need to do is pray. That's right. Make sure that you're giving some real thoughtful consideration to making this move because it is a huge, huge step. Now, maybe you're not a religious person. That's okay. It doesn't matter. What I mean is really think about what you're going to do, what you're going to do next. How is that going to go? Give it some real deep consideration. Now, if you are a believer or whatever belief faith you have, I reached out to God. I prayed and sought an answer, and I believe He really spoke to me that this is the time, this is the moment. So many things came together. This is the moment to make that decision. So, the first thing I would say is make sure that you pray about this decision because, as I said, it is a big one. Now, number two, I want you to plan. That's right. You got to plan. You got to plan this thing out. There's a saying, those that fail to plan, those that fail to plan, yes, are planning to fail. That's right. They're planning to fail, even if that's not their intention. Because here's what I know, and here's what you know. If you don't plan your steps, guess what? Anything can happen. Now, you can't plan everything, right? Nothing's guaranteed. But to the degree that you can have a plan, you want to make sure that that's what you're doing. Now, one part of planning was saving. Before I left, my wife and I, we really sat down and we made a decision. We said, sweetheart, we really need this amount of money for us to feel comfortable with you leaving. That way, if you don't have that immediate success, guess what? The bills will be paid. We're not going to be kicked out of our house. All our needs will be met. We won't have necessarily the luxuries, right? But we're going to have all our needs met, and we'll be okay. And so once we hit that number, I was good to go. Took a lot of pressure off me, especially as a husband. Took a lot of pressure off me, and I know it took a lot of pressure off my wife. So that would be my seventh thing is plan, and part of that planning needs to be saving. And what is your freedom number? My friend Cecilia calls it your freedom number. What is your number that you need to make on an annual basis or even a monthly basis to get you to freedom, to get you to be able to make that decision? So number two is plan. Number three is practice, right? Practice. You want to make sure that you have had some success at what you're about to do. So many times we have a friend that will invite us into a new business, or we'll read a magazine, the five best side hustles of 2021. And then we'll get excited and say, man, that sounds great. Sounds like my passion, sounds right up my alley. Forget this. My boss told me that I was an idiot today or something like that. Maybe they didn't say that, but maybe they said something similar, right? And so I'm out of here. I'm leaving this thing. I'm going to go and do that. No, what I want you to do is make sure that you have a level of success, what I call practice, before you do this full time. See, this wasn't an overnight decision. I was doing social media coaching, LinkedIn coaching for about 3 years and having success before I said, okay, I can now go full time and feel confident that I can continue this success going. So you want to make sure that you have some practice, but I mean, that you're having success already doing what you're doing and that you can continue and even grow, because that's the whole goal, is to grow and take that success and go with it to the next level. Now, so that's number three. Number four is persist. That's right. You got to persist. You got to keep going, because guess what? Things are going to happen. Life's going to happen. You're into a new realm now. You're into a new idea now, into a new whole territory. See, if you were one of those hard workers, you were one of those people that were willing to work 8, 9, 10, 12 hours on your job, working overtime because you knew you're going to get that additional pay, or maybe just working those 8, but you worked that 8 the best you could. I want you to bring that same energy and even take it up a notch. Bring that same energy to your new business now, right? Don't allow yourself to work harder for somebody else than you do yourself. See, sometimes it's easy now that we have some freedom to say, you know what, I deserve to kick back a little bit. I deserve to take a rest. Anyway, isn't this why I get to work for myself, so I can plan my hours? And to a degree, that is true. But what can happen? I've seen it happen so many times, is a lot of times we take those days off. Now we'll go to work sick, we'll go to work, just almost half dead. But when it comes to our job, yeah, man, I really need a mental health day. Yeah, man, I really need to relax and take it easy. Now, am I saying we need to neglect self-care? Absolutely not. No, you need to get some rest. You need to take these things as they come. But what I am saying is accountability starts at home. You have to hold yourself accountable. See, before, your manager, your job was holding you accountable. You didn't show up, you didn't get paid. Guess what? Now you have to hold yourself accountable. You don't show up at your business, guess what? You won't get paid. You won't get paid. So you have to persist. You have to even take that energy level up a notch. I heard one guy say it, I think it's kind of true. He said, you know what? When you're working for yourself, you only have to work half days. You only have to work half days, and you get to decide which 12 hours you want to work. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I know there's a lot of truth to it. So that's number four. You got to persist. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep going, even take it up a level. Now, number five, you got to prepare. You've got to prepare. I was able to take that next leap and take that next level because I got the right coaching. I got the right coaching. I was at a certain level and I could do it to that level. But when I really focused in and wanted to get dialed in and wanted to go on my own, I had to get coaching. I had to get some courses. I had to get some coaching for somebody else. Because guess what? If I could get there myself, I would have already been there. But there was a course and a coach that really helped me go to that next level. And man, I'm so glad that that person did, and that course was there and available for me. What a coach does, they just increase the time that you're able to reach your goal, right? You may be able to reach your goal on your own, but when you have a coach, when you have a roadmap, when you have a guide, guess what? You'll get there even faster. It's the difference between having a map and having a guide. See, having a map, you may get to the destination because you know them, you mapped it out, you know everything you need to go. But then now you have that guide. Then that guy can look at the map and say, oh, yeah, I remember they put that there, but that's changed. It's not like that anymore. And oh, yeah, I've been watching, and now you need to navigate and you need to move in this direction. And a lot of times a map cannot make that change, where a guy who's been there before, who's able to show you the nuances, can make those changes that you need to have made. All right, so those are my 5 tips for you. 5 tips if you're serious about leaving your job and living your passion on a full-time basis. And if you're serious, only for the serious ones that are serious, I want you to join us in our 5-day challenge, our Leave It and Love It challenge. Join our Facebook group. All you have to do is go to www.leaveitandloveit.com. And don't worry, if you can't remember that, I'm going to put it in the description. I'm going to put it in a comment just for you, just so you don't even have to worry about remembering it. All you have to do then is just click the link and you'll be part of our group. With that being said, hey, I look forward to bringing you more and more great content now that I'm off and on my own. And if you got value, if you got some encouragement from this video, make sure you do me a favor. If you would click that like button, I'd be most appreciative. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you become a subscriber. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.